Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. In this video, we're taking a 4-day motorcycle camping trip with 5 or 6 other people. Math, I don't know. And this part of the video is Terry and I leaving from Idaho City to head to the first campsite where we're supposed to meet up with the rest of the group. And the rest of the group is my buddy Josh, also known as Scrambled Pegs. And this is the beginning of Josh's months and months long motorcycle camping trip where he's going to visit, I think, 49 national parks all throughout the states. So he is currently still on that, so you're going to want to go check that out. He's updating all the time and making videos about it. But at any rate, this part of the trip is supposed to be me and Terry, Josh, his 2 sons, and his son's wife. And the plan is for us to meet up with them, camp this first night, then head back through Boise to Emmett, and then from Emmett we'll head to the 55 and then head north and end up in Montana in an area called Lolo Pass. And we're supposed to get some good riding in up there and some more camping. That doesn't actually work out. We run into a few issues along the way. We still end up camping, but we don't end up going exactly where we wanted to go. But we'll get to that later in the video. So yeah, this is just some of the really nice riding up above Idaho City. Nice and chill. There's a river next to you pretty much the whole time. There's not a ton of traffic. It's just really, really nice. And this first campsite was, when me and Terry got there, it was raining really hard, but it cleared up pretty quick and turned out to be a real nice campsite. So check it out. Yeah, so beautiful campsite. Weather was perfect. The rain left us alone. It wasn't hot. A little bit of chill in the air. It was really nice. Sat around the campfire, had our dinner, and then decided to go for a ride. Nothing crazy, just to Idaho City and back. But we just wanted to get some more riding in. So my buddy Josh is riding a 2002 Softail. It's a beautiful bike, and I'm happy to have another Softail on the road with me. His son Casey is riding a 2001 Honda Maxim 750, which has a very unique sound. It's a 4-cylinder, trippy bike. And his other son Jacob is riding a 2004 Suzuki Intruder 800. And that bike puts in some work. So Jacob is on the bike with his wife Britt and all their camping gear on an 800. So that bike was putting in some work. Jacob also has only been riding for a little over a month at this point, and then hops into a 4-day trip with his wife and all of their camping gear. So we made sure to put him in specific positions to get him used to riding with other bikes, and kept the speed under control, kept it real safe for him so that he could just have a really nice time. Oh, this turkey. A couple of weeks prior to this video, my wife and I had driven up here for something. That turkey was sitting on the side of the road thinking about doing what it just did to me. At any rate. So how I met Josh. A few years back, I don't even know how many years at this point, 5 or 6 or something. I was looking to have somebody build a motor for my blue 1970 Squareback. I was referred to Josh, who at the time had a shop called Sawtooth Air Cool. So I looked at his website and all of his pictures, and I was blown away at the quality of work, the detail, all of that stuff. So we started talking, and through 1,000,001 questions, figured out, you know, what it was that I wanted built, and he got to work on it. So what he ended up building was a 2017 cc VW motor for me. All of the tins powder coated, beautiful pictures. You can see what I'm talking about. The motor has great power. The drivability is perfect. Like, it's really nice. It was such a nice motor he built that because of his work, the car and motor and Josh were in an issue of VW Trends, which is pretty cool. So that's how I met Josh, and we've just been good friends since then. He now lives in Ecuador, but you know, he makes his trips out here and we try to hang out. So that was our nice little night ride, and then we call it a night, get a relatively good night's sleep. So all right, so our first night of camping in the books. 3 more days to go on the trip. So last night when we came back in from our ride, as we were sitting around talking, we decided to take a look at the bikes, and we discovered that Casey's bike, the rear tire had metal showing, when it didn't look like that when he left Jerome, Idaho. So we're assuming that it was an older tire and just wore really, really fast. So that left us with a bit of a dilemma. Memorial weekend, and we were in need on a Saturday, Friday or a Saturday, I can't remember. We were in need of a new tire, and not just a new tire, but a shop to put it on. We figured worst case scenario, if we could find the tire, we could get it all done in the garage at my house and, you know, do a garage balancing job on it and get back on the road. So at a bare minimum, if we could find a tire, we'd be all right. So that morning, Casey, Jacob, and Britt took off early so they could get to Boise and start trying to find a tire, which left me, Terry, and Josh to take our time getting our camps all put away and get on the road. So that was nice. And luckily they were able to find a shop that not only had a tire but had availability to install it for them. So that got all squared away, but that threw a monkey wrench in our plans. We no longer had enough time really to make it all the way to Montana. So we mixed it up, and we decided that we would go to up around McCall, Idaho, which we were going to pass through anyways, but we figured we'd go to McCall and see if we could find a camp spot. And then we would just camp there for 2 nights and get a bunch of riding in. So that was the game plan. So we headed up the 55, which is beautiful, a little bit faster than the 21, but it's still a gorgeous ride. Really, really nice. Once again, the weather was great. It wasn't very hot. We were able to just have a nice ride, and we decided that we would go up near Warm Lake, which, as you go up the 55, you go through Cascade, and right at the end of Cascade is Warm Lake Road, and that takes you up into Warm Lake. So that's what we decided to do, was to head up there and find a not a normal campsite, but just a, something we could have all to ourselves. So that's what we did. We hit Warm Lake Road and just kind of cruised around till we found a spot that we liked and just really enjoyed the ride. It was beautiful. So we checked out a couple of different spots that we could see on the side of the road, and for most of them there was either already people there or there was people close by, and with loud motorcycles we decided it'd be best if we kept our distance from other campers just so we didn't annoy people very much. We came across this spot which I really wanted to stay at, but it was a little bit of work getting all the gear down to it, and we decided to keep looking, so that's what we did. Hey, what's up? So this is our second campsite. Not a bad view. Show you around a little bit. There's Josh's tent, our little fire spot. There's my bike. There's the access to the road. Let's see, show you over here where my tent is and everybody else's. There's old Terry's bike. So yeah, it's a pretty nice setup. And we're going to stay here for one more night so we don't have to break down our tents and stuff again. But this has been a pretty nice spot. Our plans have not gone how we expected them to. We spent half of yesterday getting a tire replaced, and then we got here to this spot last night, and we're going to set up camp and then go for a ride. And as soon as we got here, this old boy broke down. So a couple of us are in town right now trying to find a new throttle grip, because that's what broke. And then hopefully we get that squared away and get to some riding. All right, so in the woods repair, here's what broke. Gonna be hard to see, but this end broke completely off. Luckily it did it while we were here at camp. So we are going to do some bandana fiberglass repair work. So we're getting started on that. We'll make sure to film each step. So all right, Josh, so what is the game plan here?
All right, so our MacGyver situation here is what we're thinking is we're going to take this little piece of plastic off of one of the epoxy boxes. We wrapped it around the handlebar, and it's like a zero tolerance fit. It's perfect. So what we're going to do is bring this all the way in like so, and that little gap right there, right in here, we have to fill that first all the way around. And then after that, we're going to take some little pieces of bandana, little tiny thin strips.
Get some fiberglass work.
Yeah, we're going to soak that in epoxy, get it in there, shape it, and hope for the best, man. Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit,
how
I
we
can't
get things
cut, so I
done.
have to cut that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that'll be great.
Beep an A, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
Sweet.
All right. So let's do this. Give me that guy. You lay glue. 45-mile corners are my favorite. And just wherever you think is best, and then we'll just about an inch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna super glue this down so that we can move it out of the way, but it's attached. Then we're gonna fill the gaps with resin. Then we're gonna start laying our
Fiberglass.
Fiber.
Okay. So we got plenty of super glue on there. Do you got the stick?
I do.
Some hard frames
Better view of it. Yeah, you should be able to drag a bunch of that back. That's a lot. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, you can see it soaking through it.
Yeah.
Looks saturated to you?
It's been
Start going over it to get all those loose pieces down.
Let's see, let me get rid of the
Let me come over the top of you there.
Yeah, it feels just like fiberglass, man. It's soaking through like it should. Ooh, got threads.
Here,
there we go.
Let me cut that and then you can finish it off.
Oh yeah, look how fast that's setting up.
So this just needs to be
glued down.
Yeah.
I think that's as good as we're gonna get, my friend.
Okay. I'll just keep rotating it, and you just keep cleaning it up.
Okay. Well, it's starting to stick now.
Okay.
I mean, I'll definitely. I don't want it to keep catching threads.
Oh, that'll be a problem. No, we should be able to get the ball end by that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Oh yeah, we're good there.
Yeah, that's a good mix for what we're doing. Yeah. Now we just see how long it lasts.
Hopefully, yep. Sweet.
Last day, we're packing up all our tents, packing up camp. Big mess. About to finish that up, but we also are about to do the repair. Finalize the repair on the throttle assembly there. Throttle grip, whatever you want to call it. So let's get that checked out. How we looking, Josh?
Coming along, man.
Sweet.
Fingers crossed. I'm gonna go grab that oil. So kind of this morning, what I've been doing is so these threads, I think this bike probably sat outside for quite some time, and so like a lot of the threads need a little bit of oil. So Casey's been running back and forth.
The adjustment was super hard to move yesterday.
It was ridiculous. So
well, let's take a look at our repair here. Bandana fiberglass work came out great. We don't even have to trim it up or anything. It actually looks like it's gonna work just as is, which is good because hopefully you'll get all the way home, right?
Oh man, yeah, it's scary. So Casey's been running back and forth to my Harley, grabbing my dipstick so we can kind of lube this stuff up to help stuff spin a little bit better. And then so I've already saturated the inside of here.
Nice.
So hopefully that'll help out as well. it's definitely one of those situations where we got to be insanely careful.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, so here's that.
Yeah, and with any luck, he'll make it all the way back to Twin Falls.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
All right. Well, we'll get that repair done and pretty motorcycles. Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna give it the first twist here. See if we are a success or a day and a half failure.
You know, we gave it the old college try.
Sure did.
That's all we can do.
We came up with
right?
a plan.
Exactly. So I'm gonna gently.
Ain't broke yet.
Oh baby. All right. So Jacob's only responsibility besides keeping his bride safe on the way home is gently twisting this throttle.
Don't pull on it.
Yep. Don't pull. Don't push the bike with it. Use the handlebar.
Don't let the throttle snap back.
Yep. Exactly. So, dude, hopefully we'll get back, man.
Well, we'll be on the road soon, so we'll find out, right? Woo! All right, so we're getting ready to hit the road. Let's see what everybody's bike looks like. All packed up, and there's mine. Not too shabby. Hey, nice and clean. That setup is. Oh, the fixer. It's gonna make it all the way home. Old Terry over here with his garage sale setup.
Works good.
Sure does.
Going nowhere.
Except you packed it straight up and down, and your bike's leaning.
Huh? No, that's fine. It's not. It'll be fine. I hope so.
Yeah. Well, let's hit the road, man.
Maybe go. That's good.